This Alexa Flash Briefing is sponsored by Team Automotive Group.
Hello everyone, from WAFB Channel 9, I'm Matt Williams with a look at those Tuesday headlines. Welcome to it, everybody. As always, a quick peek of what you're walking out into. Our Sky 9 camera network giving you a good look at downtown Baton Rouge from across the river. We're going to get to that forecast here in a quick minute as you think about the Tuesday and the week to come. Let's start with the headlines, and obviously very recently those headlines begin with what is going on halfway around the world, the continuing fight between Israel and Hamas, how that plays into politics in the United States as well. We are now 4 days beyond that temporary ceasefire, that temporary truce between the two sides. It is now moving forward, the Israel push into Gaza. They're hitting southern parts of the Strip now. What becomes of the aid for Israel from the United States? What becomes of the aid as well for a whole other war going on, Ukraine and Russia? Those discussions are being had by lawmakers right now, and Republicans want on the table in this same package, the same aid package, conversations and money allocated for the border, along the southern border, immigration issues down there. So domestic policies, foreign policies in one aid package. How does this conversation even move forward with lawmakers up there in our nation's capital? That continues to unfold. We'll keep you in the know. Let's bring you back into South Louisiana here. This happened yesterday, just getting word of it this morning. Updates this morning, a deadly crash in Pointe Coupee Parish. 1 dead, 2 others injured here. Multi-car crash. You can actually see one of these cars flipped over here. Exactly what happened. Again, this was last night, Pointe Coupee Parish, Maringouin part of the world. Right around 6-ish is when it happened. The roads back open this morning. They were shut down for a little while, obviously, as the investigation was going on. Exactly what happened and the identity of those involved, that's to come a little bit later on. We'll keep you in the know. I want to keep you in the know with this conversation because it's a big one involving students in Louisiana schools, public schools, and how they are able to graduate if perhaps they don't pass the LEAP test. Now, that's not been an option, right, in the past. But there are a number of students who get the grades they need in their classes, have great portfolios outside of the classroom, get everything they need for a scholarship, a top scholarship, but sometimes just struggle with a test. Not a struggling student, struggle with a test. So, could there be a path forward for them? Some of those with Bessie and some educators around the state say there should be. So what does the state superintendent of education have to say about it? What does the education board up at the state legislature have to say about it? Education committee. What does Bessie have to say about it? These conversations are going forward about a possible appeals process for those students who maybe just can't take a test but are succeeding everywhere else. We'll let you know what comes from this, but again, the conversations are continuing. Ever been interested in a tiny home? I mean, have you seen the shows? They're kind of neat, man. What they're able to, some of these builders, what they're able to put into these tiny homes, I mean, it's, I'm telling you, that's going to be my future somewhere. It is, just somewhere. But the somewhere matters because where you build, you may have some restrictions in place, or maybe not. Here in Louisiana, we're starting to see more of them, and from parish to parish, restrictions apply. Our Kelly Hubbard actually talked with some folks in EBR, Livingston, and Ascension about perhaps some restrictions and some of the rules and regulations for building a tiny home. Her story's waiting for you right there. It's a good read. It'll kind of get you in the know. Let's get you to Gonzales. Why not? Because they got a Christmas tree lighting this evening, and you've heard from Dr. Steve Camperata all morning long. Weather looks like it's going to be pretty good. It's a chilly morning, but you know what? We're lighting a Christmas tree. So it kind of, you know what I'm saying? It should be. So the mayor's going to be out there flipping the switch right there. Jambalaya, capital of the world. You know they're going to have the jambalaya out there. Gifts for the kiddos. Santa's going to be there. 6 o'clock, City Hall. It's Irma Boulevard there in Gonzales. And this, the headline as well. That kid, QB5, Jaden Daniels, a Heisman finalist. That obviously that we knew, I think Tiger fans knew that was coming. And I think they believe that his name will be called. When? This Saturday, 7 o'clock. You can watch it on ESPN if you're not going to be there. I mean, up in New York City. Take a flight to New York for the Heisman Trophy. Actually, 9 Sports will absolutely have you covered with all of this. Jaden Daniels, one of 4 finalists for the Heisman Trophy. Man, that's going to be fun. He's been so much fun to watch and play this year, that whole offense. Let's get you outside and take a look at exactly what we were just showing you. A Tuesday morning here in South Louisiana. You got the clouds out there that create for us some pretty good sunrises. It also keeps the temperature down a little bit. And actually, as you wake up this morning, check this out. 42 degrees, a chilly start. Average right about now is about 44 degrees. So we're right pretty close to where we are. 39 in New Roads. Check out New Orleans. Little lake effect right there, a warmer 53. This is the 10-day going forward, and we've talked about some good days in South Louisiana, and they really are. Yes, they are cold or chilly starts. You can see that Thursday morning in the 30s. But again, wintertime-ish. We're about ready to celebrate the holidays, so it's kind of got that feel to it, right? You see the front coming through on the, over the weekend, some rain coming our way, and then the temperatures getting knocked back down again. So there you go. What's to come over the next 10 or so days? Enjoy the moments, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Sponsored by Team Automotive Group.